Welcome to Market Like a Hotshot, episode 27. Just the Social. James Cheeto. Got my Ed McMahon thing going.
I love it.
Johnny Carson. Reagan has no idea what the hell I'm talking about, but, we'll just go with that.
Yes.
Yes.
That was what I remember Ed McMahon
So
with.
what the heck again? It's like my hair's a mess today from that wind out there.
I know. It's pretty crazy out there.
Yeah, it's like, geez, you see like leaves going everywhere. No snow here in Framingham.
Thankfully, yeah. I know it's snowing out in the western part of the state right
now. Keep it in
now.
Vermont, man. New Hampshire, that's where it's good. Keep it up there. We don't want it here. But yeah, I was down in Little Roadie last night.
Oh, that's right.
The last event of the year for Little Roadie Professional Networking. It was at a distillery.
Oh, wow.
In Pawtucket, Rhode Island.
Huh.
And needless to say, a few people got pretty tipsy. Tipsy.
Well, that tends to happen at those places, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just you had those cocktails, and they had an open mic night, too.
Oh, that's
I was very tempted to go up there with my harmonica.
Yeah.
I was going to do it, but, they pulled me off the stage. They get the hell out of here.
The DeSocial Harmonizer.
The Social Harmonizer, check it out on my, the Social Connector YouTube channel.
Yeah, and on your Instagram and all.
2 albums.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the events this week.
We should get that on Spotify.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
I got the videos.
Yeah, we should do it.
Let's do it, man. All right. So, and then tonight's Venture Cafe in Cambridge. Last one maybe for the year.
Yeah.
Potentially.
So you and I are heading out in a couple hours for that. That's pretty exciting.
Good marketing, a couple of good seminars there, some good networking. And of course, what's my favorite drink? See if you know me.
Kombucha.
Kombucha. I love kombucha. It's good for your gut.
It's like all you can drink, although, after one, I forgot I was going to bring some Tums with me tonight for that.
All right. So I'll tell you what. Another thing we talked about this at the last episode, but vendor of the year for Mass Professional Networking, Charlie Paswack with the Metro West, KW Metro West. Interesting enough, this week what we're going to be talking about is owning it like a hotshot. Own your real estate. Now we're talking about real estate, but your systems, your proprietary systems to run your business,
right? And
the difference between renting and owning. Now, when you rent, what does that really mean?
It means you can go, you can decorate stuff, you can move things in and out, but you're at the mercy of your landlord.
You are. You have no control.
You have very little control.
So think about Facebook, X, LinkedIn. They are landlords, and you're renting space on their property. Then they could evict you at any time.
Mm-hmm.
You know that.
Yep, we've seen it happen.
We have. Where did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, you had that issue with Facebook, and Meta is one of the most challenging companies to get in touch with when you need help with stuff like that.
I know I lost 1,700 friends and 22 years of memories.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. You think when you have memories like birthdays, friends, my anniversary with my wife, 25 years.
Yeah.
You think about all that stuff is gone. I have a new account now, but I'm very selective on who I connect to and what I do with Facebook. Because it makes you think when you're in your house, a rented house, are you really going to paint the walls? Are you going to,
you're not going to make it your own. It's not your home. You're going to make it your own.
So that's where, when a company says, I got a social media, I got a Facebook page, really think about that one for a minute.
Yeah,
right?
We get that a lot of times. People are like, why do I need a website? I got a Facebook page. But, I mean, the same thing, it's not just limited to Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, LinkedIn, remember we were part of a group where everybody would put in their first name, their first and last name, and then in their last name field, they would put what they did because that was supposedly good for LinkedIn SEO, right?
Yeah. Well,
you remember what happened with that?
Yeah, what happened?
Everybody got kicked off and their accounts closed because it's in violation of the terms and
the terms and conditions.
Yeah,
it's like
LinkedIn.
An HOA. Down in Florida, they have a lot of those.
Yeah.
There's all these rules.
Yeah.
So there's the risk of eviction, and then limited customization.
Right.
So, all right, it's like franchising, right? You go to a McDonald's or Panera, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Go to one in Denver, you go to one in Boston. Everybody's Facebook pages have the same layout. LinkedIn company pages,
right.
Your X account, your Instagram account, they all look the same. You can, the information may be different, but they're not customized right? It's a template-driven
Right.
platform.
And not to mention, there's a huge problem with that too, because if you have a cool cover image that you want to use, trying to make it look good on a desktop, a tablet, mobile device, trying to adjust the size, they don't give you the option right now to use
They
different
should.
images.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a good feature that they should add.
Yeah.
But they don't give you that. And I know we struggled for a while, and then we just said screw it and did like a background pattern, because it's annoying because it hides the information. If you try and put like your company info in the in the banner image,
Yep. It doesn't work.
It gets hidden by the profile photo in mobile, but it looks fine in this, and it's a pain.
Another thing is data. It's not, you don't own the data.
Yeah.
On any social media platform, pictures, media, videos, whatever, you have posts, all that data. If you have a blog, you put it on a social media site, you don't own it. You don't.
So
own it.
here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you have an embarrassing photo that either gets posted of you, or you do it yourself.
You have
like,
a lot of those.
I know. I have
Reagan,
a ton
what do you
of them.
think? You've seen his social media profile.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, for example, a lot of times people do their before and after photos, before they've worked out and then afterwards. And that's a common practice. But like, did you know that photo of you with your belly hanging out could actually end up in a Facebook commercial during the Super Bowl? Like that's the type of stuff that I don't know that a lot of people realize. And when you talk about who owns your data, that's the rent that you're paying, is you're giving them your data as rent.
And then last but not least, before we talk about owning, you have no control over the algorithms. So, I see this on LinkedIn right now. I'm noticing posts of people I used to see on a regular basis that are gone. All of a sudden, they change the algorithm. Yeah. And you're not as viral. Like, you're at the mercy of the Facebooks, the LinkedIns, the TikToks, how viral your data or your platform or your company is. Whereas when we talk about owning a little bit, you own it, you control it, and we'll get into owning in a minute. Right. But I think in the nutshell we're saying out there to everyone is, if you have a small business, you really need to have your own website. You can't survive your business just relying on social platforms. Unless maybe if you're a plumber or something, but still, I think it's owning is key. It's like our houses. Imagine, just picture, and I know it's nothing to do with digital marketing. If we never bought a house 20 years ago, or we bought a house, you bought your house 20-something years ago. I did.
And I mean, now it's like the price would be ridiculous.
I could sell my house today and retire. Period.
Not to mention how much rent's gone up. So at least you have
no control over that.
You have zero control over that. And I know people, like we have a few friends that you and I both know that have had to move because the landlord either decided to sell the house, or they decide, like, I've had so many people reach out in the last couple months about their rent being jacked up like crazy.
So the apartment I lived in Boston was this is Reagan's on a big fall over right now. 1988, 89 was $1,600 a month, and it was a 3-bed, 2-bath suite apartment. I mean, it was luxury.
And that'd be like
St. Stephen Street in Boston. That same apartment today, $6,500.
Wow.
So that gives you an idea where you have absolutely no control. It's the same thing. Yeah. Same exact thing. Like, you think about LinkedIn, Facebook, a lot, and Alignable even, they have premium. You have to pay for premium for this. You have to pay for premium to go to the bathroom now. You have no control. So let's stop with this negative crap here. Let's go into owning, man. Owning your own domain. Tell me, Mr. Feudo, about full control.
Well, I mean, the first step is that you want to own your URL so that you're promoting something. And when you go in and buy a domain name, which is easy, and super hotshot tip of the day.
Hotshot tips?
The hotshot tip, or tactics, like we used to call them. But you should own your own domain name. Never let your web designer own your domain name.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And
By yourself.
you want to drive traffic to your own URL, not to Instagram, not to Facebook, not to LinkedIn. You want to drive, and I see so many businesses do this the wrong way. It's like, I joke, it's like, it's like you having a shop in the middle of your town.
Yep.
And then having a sign that says, "Go check out our billboard out on, the highway."
That's a great, and I love that analogy. Here, I want to repeat that, right? So, let's say you're on Route 9, right?
Yeah.
You just opened a nice restaurant, and then you have a billboard down by Shoppers World about your restaurant. Why would people go to your billboard? Do you want them to go to your restaurant?
Yeah.
Your restaurant is your website. That billboard is your Facebook page.
Right. And a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, I can think of a ton of businesses where, you go to the website to just get basic information, but they like to regularly update Facebook because, it's easy to do. But I mean, most web platforms, if you're using the blogging feature in particular, it's super easy to make updates on there. And there's, you can do it. May not have an app, but you can do stuff on your mobile device, and you can do them easily. I just don't think it's a good practice because of the reason we just stated. It's like, why would you have someone leave your business to go elsewhere when they find out, oh, so and so bought a new dog, or so and so got married?
Was it a dachshund?
Probably, or it could be a Dalmatian.
So full control. So you have. With a website, you have full control of the design.
Yeah.
You can do whatever the heck you want on your website. Right? It's all you. Right? Your design. You also could, we talked about domain already, the customer journey, the call to action. It's hard to do a call to action on a social media business page. I mean, you may have a button, but that button's very standardized, right? You want to put a nice big blob on the front page saying CTA.
Yeah.
You do it on the website, but you can't do that on the social page. So, how about security?
Security is a little interesting because most websites are not, unfortunately, secure. But when done right, then you do have security on there. You can control who gets in and out of there. Unfortunately, I've seen this happen to a lot of people where their account gets hacked through a loophole. In fact, on Reddit, there is a discussion with 10,000 posts in it.
10,000. Wow.
Yeah, about a way that people get into an Instagram account that's not even associated. It's weird. It's like there's an Instagram account that's somehow associated to your Facebook but not active. And they get access to that, and it triggers something within Facebook that would cause you to get your account suspended.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah.
You just got evicted.
Yeah, and you didn't do anything wrong.
Yep. Yeah, it happens a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, you control your own security. So, like, if
That's
you
true.
have a WordPress site, or as you call doo-doo site, you might have to pay for a premium support plan, but heck, you control it. There's no way, I don't know of any way on LinkedIn that I can make my LinkedIn company page more secure. Besides maybe not giving people admin access, the general security, but there's no way.
Yeah, so and you can't control.
Microsoft has access to everything.
And not to mention, you can't control who can come and access your page and comment on it. On your website, you can. You can block users. You can limit who can comment.
Well, you can block people on social media, but you don't control that. Yeah. You don't control that. That control. I'm talking a lot here, but you don't. Yeah. Again, Microsoft owns LinkedIn. At the end of the day, Microsoft is the security king on LinkedIn. Right. Meta, same thing on Facebook and Instagram.
And you got to trust that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah, they don't. Your website, we were talking about owning a house, right? Psyched, we bought a house. Both of us bought houses 20 plus years ago.
Right.
Almost tripled in price.
Mm-hmm.
Think about your website. It's your asset, your equity. You're building equity in the digital ecosystem. Expand on that.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that when you have a domain name, and that is a factor that a lot of security systems, like stuff that runs on networks, as well as Google factors in your SEO. So, for example, when we got marketlikeahotshot.com,
I'm psyched we got that one.
yeah, we got that domain name, but you know what? It got flagged.
Yeah, I
In
know.
in some of the academic environments, the site was flagged because it was a brand new domain.
Yeah.
So, like JVF.com has been around. I've owned it, I think, since '97 or '98, and somebody had it before me for a couple years too. So, like the domain names existed for a while, but when it's a brand new domain name, you need to build that. And we won't get into that in this episode, but we can do a whole episode on domain
the
name
funniest
scores.
domain names.
We have a few of those too.
I love chicken.com.
Yeah. I think we've got like bestfoodever.org or something like that.
Bestfoodever.org.
Yeah, we have some weird ones that we have. But yeah, I mean, that's a big thing is it's like you go through all the trouble of promoting something. You want it to be your own website.
Yeah.
And then even on the website side, we were talking about the whole you own the trailer but not the land versus not owning either.
Yeah.
So there's an ownership thing that happens also on the website side. So there's a bunch of popular services out there that we call SaaS, the software as a service.
Software as a service.
Technical term, right?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Aren't the A's lowercase?
Yeah.
You have to remember that. SaaS, not because if it's SAS, that's a company like a.
Oh yeah.
They do like actuary type.
Yeah,
Yeah,
aren't they
these
some
are
kind of
insurance
like,
companies or something.
Yeah.
And then the SaaS, capital S, lowercase a, lowercase a, capital
because
S.
the capital S for software, lowercase a for as, lowercase a for
A, and then uppercase
See?
S is.
You learn
service.
something new every day. I'm sure Reagan, you can put that on our social.
Reagan's on pass her test.
We'll do a post on SaaS.
SaaS.
But the popular SaaS services are your Wix, Squarespace, Shopify, and then a bunch of like, GoDaddy's Builder, Arrow, where it's all like self-contained, and there's some advantages to using services like that, and then there's some disadvantages. So
Yeah.
it's at least you own your domain name, which is really important.
Yep.
But you're truly renting in that space as well, because the same things can happen to you. I'm sure you.
Yeah,
you know.
think about Dropbox and all like that's like you have the storage facility down the street that you keep all your excess stuff. That's what it comes down to.
Right.
And one little quick little tip, and I mentioned to you earlier today about what I do. I use OneDrive, I use Google Drive, but I also back up my laptop and proprietary stuff on USB drives.
Yeah.
And I know I'm geeky, I'm sorry. I keep one in my house and I keep one in my parents' house.
Yeah, no, that's a smart way to do it.
Because you know what? One day my laptop falls on the ground and cracks into a million pieces. So, protecting your home, protecting your proprietary data is really key.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like we should have a whole episode on security and protection.
Secure like a hotshot.
Yeah. So, like, a lot of times when we talk about, websites, we have a real life scenario where we had somebody that was on Shopify and she wanted to go in and have, she wanted to put a YouTube feed, like a live YouTube feed in her website. And in order to do that on Shopify, you had to bump up your plan to something like, I think her original plan was maybe $30 a month.
Yeah.
And she had to upgrade to something that was like $300 a month. When on WordPress, we have the ability to go in and do that.
Just add it, right?
And, you don't have to worry about it because with WordPress, Duda, Joomla. Doo-doo. Or Drupal. Those are things where you can bounce between different hosting companies. And I know you've asked me not to name names, so I won't.
No.
But we've had that happen a lot of times where, there's two, we won't name the companies, but there are two of them that are owned by the same private equity firm and their quality has dropped terribly.
Well, usually when private equity firms buy companies, the quality of that company goes
down. It's like
down.
Pretty Woman, right?
Yeah, it's done. It's all over. Right?
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of times, like, when that happens, you can just pick up your WordPress site and move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
You can't do that with Wix or Squarespace or Shopify.
I mean, you can't. It's you own your own trailer. You just mentioned that. Like,
Yeah.
I always say the thing: if you don't like where your trailer's parked, you can move it, but you still own it.
Yeah.
It's that same thing with your website. That's changing domain, not domain names, be a hosting company.
Yeah, being able to change your hosting company is probably one of the most important things you want to do.
You want to be able to. You should understand how to, even though you're very happy, you may be happy with your hosting company today, but know what you need to do. Have that process down just in case they go out of business, or all of a sudden they double the price per month, and you can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good stuff. So in a nutshell, renting versus owning. Yes, social media, you have no control, right?
You know.
You have a risk of eviction. You can get thrown out. Your data is not yours. You can't customize. Really, in reality, yeah, it's cool to have a Facebook page, but all it is drive traffic to where? You want to drive traffic to your house.
Yeah.
Go over what's the summary of owning? I'm going to test him. I'm testing him, Reagan.
He's testing me all the time. So, I mean, the thing about owning is that you do have full control. You can customize. You own your data. You own everything. Granted, you don't own the land. That's you're always going to rent the land unless you set up something.
What taxes are for or something. I don't
know.
Yeah.
But I mean, like that's where you really get the benefit from it, because a lot of content creators, I don't know if you've noticed this, but they come up with like 3-4 different accounts on every platform.
No.
And then especially TikTok, for some reason, it's like the guy that
does a TikTok video yesterday. You should see it. It's pretty cool.
Did? I don't think we've added TikTok.
We
haven't done anything to TikTok
videos
in a while.
Right? Reagan likes TikTok.
You like TikTok?
She hasn't even followed me yet, though.
On TikTok.
Yeah, you gotta follow me on TikTok.
I'll have to.
All right.
But I mean, like the guy, I think there's a guy that does like moonwalking videos. I've seen him under like 4 accounts or something, unless people are downloading his videos and updating them to another account. But I've seen some content creators that will, they're like, this is my second account. My original one is here. And then they post to both accounts so that in case one of them gets shut down, they can shift their audience. But that's still a pain in the rear end to have to do.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
It's too much work renting. It
is.
really is. And then, and when you're like retired, you have no equity in anything. And same thing on the world of digital, right? You have no digital equity. That's a new word that came up, but digital equity. What do you think?
You should grab that domain name before we publish
.com.
this.
So everyone wants to be a hotshot these days, I've heard. We're getting popular.
Oh, yeah.
I was at the event last night, and they started singing this Market Like a Hotshot rap song to me.
Oh, I love it.
You're getting big when they're starting to rap the name of your podcast. I kind of love that. Down in Rhode Island, they're a little crazy down there.
So, I mean, we have 2 exciting things related to the podcast that are coming up.
Yeah. Tell us about it.
The first big thing is that it's official. We are going to have our Market Like a Hotshot live part
Deuce.
do. It's like Hotshots, the movie. Hotshots part do. So we're being funny with it, obviously. And then
that's January 20th, right?
January 20th, and it's actually going to be downstairs in the big conference room. We were hoping to do it somewhere bigger, but because of the weather and a few other factors, we decided that we didn't want to. We're going to wait until the weather is more predictable.
We want to do an outdoor one.
We'll do.
I'm going to Florida right at the end of. I still want you to come.
You want to do the March one in Florida?
Down in Jupiter, Florida.
I don't know if we can bring the equipment down with us.
Throw it on the plane, see if they get through security.
Yeah, but I mean, we're really excited about that. I think we're capping it at about 50 people because the
room's not that big.
The room's only big enough for like 45.
We could say it's sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we actually have, I think, already. We just announced it a couple days ago, and I think we already have 10 people registered for it.
January is just it's the biggest month of the year for networking.
Yeah.
A lot of my events, my 3 events I'm doing, are already very good numbers already. Yeah. And we're in December? What day is today?
11th?
The 11th? I don't even know what day it is anymore.
I know.
So what's the other thing going on? As you said, there was 2.
The other big thing is that we have had quite a few people reach out to us about being guests. So that's still a few weeks away, a few months away, I should say.
23 more episodes away.
Yeah. But I mean, it's funny because I know this has happened to you too. You've seen like the posts on social. They're like, all these people are like, "Oh, I'd love to be on your podcast," and I'm like, "Do you listen to it?"
You have to subscribe. So that's test number 1. Is, are you subscribed to Market Like a Hotshot? If you're not subscribed to it, you're not going to be a guest.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple.
Very simple. And then we want to see comments. We want to see shares. And when we talk to people, like we were at an event maybe a month ago,
Yeah.
and someone's like, "Oh, I love your podcast." I'm like, "Really? What's your favorite episode?" And then they're like,
You know what's another thing that I got to see people out there, they got to go to our merch page
Yeah.
and get a hoodie or a T-shirt and post a picture of them with it on. And maybe they could be a guest,
Yeah.
right?
I think so. I mean, I think that's an easy way to do it. But I mean, it's funny to me because, and I got a few calls yesterday from people that wanted me to be a guest, and I think both of us.
I get pinged every day.
Yeah, and it's like I don't know if they're real or fake. You know, it sounds like a call center to me.
Yeah.
But like
it's
the woman
AI going crazy on you.
Yeah, it was like a woman called me and she was like, "Oh yeah, I want to have you on this podcast. What can I book you at this time?" And I'm like, I said, "I'm not in front of my calendar right now." And she was like, "What's your email address?" I told her, and then she was like, "Thank you," and hung up.
That's it.
And I'm like, okay,
That didn't sound
yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm like, all right. Thankfully, I didn't give her the right email address, so because I kind of suspected that. But I do think it's just just as an etiquette thing, because everybody tells you go out there and get on podcasts, right? So like if I were going to if like I talk to people all the time that have podcasts, and it's like, if I were going to intrude and say, I'd like to be on your podcast, I would at least like listen to it and make the effort.
Exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
that's it's just like anything where you're on social media and you comment, you share, you actually have a thoughtful comment, right?
You got to have that interaction.
That's what it's all about.
Build that connection, and a lot of people don't want to do that. So,
speaking of interaction, you ready to interact this afternoon in Cambridge or what?
Oh yeah,
Center of the Universe.
Venture Cafe
tonight.
Venture
Cafe. We got Reagan to come out with us sometime.
I know one of these Thursdays you'll have to
come out and hang out with a bunch of MIT and Harvard grads. She'll find some dude and marry him. So she'll be rich for life. We think Reagan.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
You're a boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's
sorry.
already spoken for.
Sorry, spoken
Yeah.
for.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. You probably could cut that up. But yeah. So hey, I'll tell you.
Finally, Jeff will get edited out instead of me.
Let's bleep this one.
No, it's all right.
So wow, we are done, man. Market Like a Hotshot, episode 27.
For the books.
Right, Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. You can see us right there.
For the dimples, right?
The dimples. Yeah, these dimples are getting, they're getting like red from all the cold out there. So let's do it, man. MarketLikeAHotshot.com. Listen to us and let us know what you think. Definitely leave a comment. We'd like to hear from you out there. Have a good day.